There was a time when humanity dreamed of infinite power. Clean, endless, unstoppable. We looked at the stars and thought, what if we could capture their energy? In 1905, a quiet man named Albert Einstein scribbled something on a piece of paper. E equals mc2. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. A simple equation that said, even the tiniest particle contains unimaginable power. For years, it was just theory. Until 1938, when Otto Hahn and Lise Meitner split the atom. They discovered that, when you break uranium, it releases more energy than anyone had ever seen. It was beautiful. It was terrifying. Because at that moment, humanity had unlocked the code of creation itself. The same energy that powered the sun was now in human hands. Atom, the dream. At first, it was a dream of progress. Scientists believed nuclear energy could power cities, eliminate poverty, bring light to every home on Earth. They imagined cars, ships, even airplanes powered by the atom. Politicians called it the dawn of a new age. But as always, dreams have shadows. The same science that could light up the world could also erase it. Radioactive, the weapon. In 1945, the first nuclear bomb exploded in the desert of New Mexico. Scientists called it Trinity. One of them, Robert Oppenheimer, watched the light and said, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." 3 weeks later, that same light fell on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In an instant, over 200,000 lives were gone. Cities vaporized. Shadows burned into walls. And the world realized this was not just another invention. This was the power of the gods. The age of the atom had begun. Gear the promise. But after the horror came hope again. In the 1950s, the slogan was, "Atoms for Peace." The same energy that destroyed could now rebuild. Nuclear plants rose across America, Europe, Japan. Electricity flooded into homes. The world was shining again. Oil companies feared it. Scientists worshipped it. For a moment, it felt like we had learned from our mistakes. But deep down, we hadn't. Because humanity never builds without testing how far it can go. Skull the price. On April 26, 1986, at Chernobyl, a nuclear reactor exploded in the heart of the Soviet Union. The sky turned red. Rain became poison. And a city of 50,000 people vanished overnight. The radiation spread across Europe like an invisible storm. And for the first time, the world understood. Nuclear power doesn't forgive mistakes. Then, years later, Fukushima. A natural disaster triggered a man-made nightmare. Reactor cores melted. Oceans contaminated. And Japan learned what the rest of the world had tried to forget. We never really control the atom. We just borrow it. Son with face, the future. But the story isn't over. Scientists are chasing a new dream, nuclear fusion. Instead of splitting atoms, they're trying to fuse them. The same process that powers the sun. If they succeed, it could mean clean, infinite energy. No waste, no meltdown, no fear. It could change everything. It could save us. But it could also remind us that every time we reach for the light, we risk being burned. Speech balloon the turning point. Maybe nuclear power is not about science. Maybe it's about us. About our endless hunger to create. And our inability to control what we create. We learned to split the atom. But not our pride. The question is no longer, can we handle this power? It's, can we handle ourselves? Because the moment we unlocked the atom, we didn't just change energy. We changed humanity. This was the turning point.